All right, FMA and Vinland Saga. Fuck, it's not gonna get easier, is it?
Well, no, that's why it's a tournament arc, Joey.
It's easy for fucking him whenever FMA appears.
Yeah.
He'll just ignore it.
Yeah.
He can just be like, I see nothing.
Yep. It'll get hard for me when we reach the next one.
All right,
but
I'm gonna be first to make a decision this time. I'm saying Vinland Saga.
I was going to say Vinland Saga.
Okay.
Only because I'm biased. Because of Askeladd.
Yeah. I had a better.
Well, let me ask you guys: does FMA do anything better than Vinland Saga?
Doesn't do Welsh people better.
Because
I'd argue not a lot.
yeah, because we're putting them head to head. Does FMA, obviously one of the most critically acclaimed anime of this is the strongest anime of history versus the strongest anime of today.
Yeah.
That is a great question. Does it do anything better?
Yeah. Because to me, Vinland Saga, especially season 2, is a modern classic. So having not seen FMA, I would pose you guys the question: does FMA do anything better than Vinland Saga, aside from, of course, power systems and fantasy?
But I actually really like fights in Vinland Saga a lot.
I like fights in Vinland Saga a lot as well.
They're few and far between. I really like how they're done when they.
I also think character development was just done better in Vinland Saga than Full Metal. Even though the Full Metal character developments for like both enemies, like villains and like the main cast were good. Yeah, absolutely, it was great.
But like, yeah,
but Vinland Saga, man, some of those fucking character development scenes are just like, oh my god, like finally.
Yeah, season 2 of Vinland Saga doesn't even feel like anime.
Yeah.
Like I think that I was trying to think about the difference here, and I kind of almost see them as two different like genres.
Yeah,
like, FMA is everything an anime is about and is the best at it.
Yeah,
whereas Vinland Saga, especially season 2, is more of a newer direction that I think that a lot of mangas are going in, where they're trying to tell a little more grounded stories, a little more real, trying to touch more into the human aspect of stories as opposed to just power system villains that moves the plot forward.
Well, I feel like season 2, that's something that just transcends anime,
right, absolutely,
like a lot of anime.
But I feel like that's coming a bit more commonplace in manga a little bit.
Well, there is few stories that hit as hard as Vinland Saga 2 does, in terms of like it might sound like cliche, but there are some stories that people quote as life changing, and a lot of people have told me you come out of Vinland Saga with a new mentality, with like a new way to look at life, and that's just the pure power of that story. So it's going to take a lot to beat Vinland Saga.
All right, Vinland Saga goes through.
I can't name one thing that I like more.
Yeah.
I like Vinland Saga in pretty much every way.
All right, One Piece and Attack on Titan.
I'll let you boys handle this one. I don't feel too strong.
I'm going with One Piece.
Fuck.
I've just had a better viewing experience with One Piece.
What are you going for, Connor?
I don't know. This is so tough for me because I've only read half of one. Yeah. And I watched Attack on Titan, and I like Attack on Titan a lot.
I like Attack on Titan too.
Well, I will say, from where you are now, you have experienced pretty much most of what makes One Piece great. It'll continue to be great, right? But you have experienced the soul of One Piece.
I'll choose Attack on Titan then.
Okay.
I knew it was going to come down to this is shit. My heart's in both of them, so this is going to be.
Walk us through. Walk us through your thought process here.
One Piece represents everything that I love about anime, and I love about storytelling as a teenager, as a pure kid. Attack on Titan represents everything I love about anime and storytelling as an adult. So
inside of me there are two gods. One is a kid.
Inside of me there are two gods.
I am a One Piece son and an Attack on Titan son. Which do I choose?
I am a One Piece child and an Attack on Titan adult.
Obviously, something that Attack on Titan has over One Piece is an ending.
Well, yes.
I mean, I would argue I don't even care if One Piece never ends. One Piece is a story that,
it's about the journey.
Like Free Rent, it's about the journey, and the journey has already done enough for me, like Berserk has.
Do you think it's possible for One Piece to have a satisfying ending, or would you kind of rather it just kind of like slowly just stop.
I don't ever think it will have as satisfying.
I don't think it can.
Yeah.
Because it's built itself up to be so grandiose that now the expectations for it to have like the most like all-encompassing ending is just going to be so difficult for any author to achieve.
You can't.
It'll be near impossible to have an ending that everyone will be satisfied with.
It was all a dream.
Whatever.
And then Luffy woke up.
No, I think there's a difference between a satisfying ending versus like one that just completely ties everything together, blows everything out the water, something like the Code Geass ending.
Yeah.
I think it's so easy to have an ending that takes away from a show.
Yeah.
As opposed to one that just kind of does nothing. Because I think I'd say like in anime, it feels like 50% of endings are bad.
Yeah.
40% don't really do anything. Like they don't really add or take away from what
Yeah.
you've experienced up to that point.
And I think that's going to be
10%.
One Piece.
Yeah, I think I hope One Piece will be in that camp. Obviously, it's like a fucking Jenga tower of pieces that have all been stacked. You can't figure out how to make this all come down cleanly.
I mean, it doesn't have to, because with the One Piece to me is like all about legacy, you know, especially, you know, with what Roger did to start the new legacy of like the Pirate Age. And then, you know, Whitebeard had a moment like that as well, which was just fucking, it was epic back in the day. Now it's just a fucking meme.
Yeah.
But you know, all Luffy has to do is just find out
Inspire
what One
the next
Piece,
generation.
find out what One Piece is.
And then the cycle
There'll be
continues.
there'll be that fucking music which is just like da 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 da,
Yeah.
da da da, and then I'm gonna be fucking bawling my eyes out. He can whip his dick out at that moment. I don't care. I'm just gonna be
Question: what do you think the One Piece is? It's got to be the inside of him.
No, I definitely think it's not
pirate
something
aura.
physical.
If
If it's something physical, I'll be upset.
No, it can't be physical.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I think this is going into lore now. I think One Piece probably has something to do with the lost century. Because you haven't gotten to the second half of the story of One Piece, and the second half. So the first half is a lot about the journey. The second half is really tying together the world, lore, and history.
Okay, cool.
Because there seems to be a lot of shit that's going on between what happened in the history of the world of One Piece.
Okay.
And it seems to be building up to something to do with that. So, you know, that might be what One Piece is. It might be non-existent at all. We don't know. The point is, doesn't really matter what One Piece is. It could be either. And I would be satisfied. Attack on Titan is... Oh, it's so good. Oh, God.
That's the thing.
Oh!
They're both good.
All right, I'm going to go for a toilet break, and I'm going to...
My God.
All right.
All right,
made my decision.
Gaunt has come back from his toilet break. He has made a decision.
It's One Piece.
Oh my.
My man, let's go.
What a cop-out answer.
I just think I had to think about it, and I think One Piece is going to stick with me for slightly longer than Attack on Titan has. But
Yeah.
I fought the fight Attack on Titan fans. I tried.
We're in the top 4.
my childhood one.
Yeah, we're in the top 4 now. Maiden Abyss and Gurren Lagann. Fuck. Oh.
Do I want?
Is this easy? It is.
Do
not
I
easy
want
for me.
adrenaline or depression?
Yeah.
What do I want here? What do I want?
Because for me, right, I'm thinking about this in the long term.
Okay, well, Connor's gonna pick Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
though I'm pissed off that it should have been Hunter x Hunter here.
I'm thinking about this in the long run, right? Both of these shows are going to stick with me for a very, very long time.
Both of these shows, in terms of the emotions that they conjure up, are the peak.
Yes.
Of those emotions.
Yes. Oh.
So I'm gonna keep this simple. I like being happy. I like being happy. I like being excited.
Yeah.
Maiden Abyss is, to me, stands alone in some of the ideas and some of just the fucking emotions, the well of emotions that he has made me feel.
Yeah.
I could say the same about Gurren Lagann. Nothing has made the adrenaline pump harder than Gurren Lagann has.
Yeah.
So I prefer adrenaline.
All right.
I'm gonna go Gurren Lagann.
All right, then. Gurren Lagann it is.
Yep.
All right. Gurren Lagann enters the finals. Who's going to go up
What would
against...
you have voted for, Jerry?
It's honestly
You have to say
50-50.
what you'd vote for.
What I would vote for?
Yeah.
Even though Gurren Lagann's winning.
I guess, yeah. I guess at the end of it all, I would probably have voted for Gurren Lagann as well, just because, again, I like being happy. And it's just so fucking epic. That epic feeling of watching Gurren Lagann, I think, will stay with me for the rest of my life. Whereas as fucking incredible as Made in Abyss is, and I'm so excited for where that story is going, that the sheer impact of Gurren Lagann is just unbeatable.
Yeah.
All right, One Piece or Vinland Saga?
This is back-to-back tough decisions for you guys.
What are you saying?
Vinland Saga for me.
Vinland Saga for sure.
Okay.
I think it's got to be Vinland Saga for me.
Here's the question. Do you think he's going to find Vinland?
I mean,
what is the Vinland?
It's like One Piece. Vinland does exist, but it's not what he's looking for. He's not looking for
Maybe that's
Vinland.
the same with Luffy as well.
He's looking for a land with peace, which he is striving for.
Yeah.
I like Vinland Saga because, one, there is a Welsh person in it. None of those in...
the one Welsh character in all of anime and manga.
Yeah.
Everyone says that we talk about the farm arc. People have different opinions on which of the arcs are the better of the two.
Yeah.
Even so, the prologue arc is so fucking good at what it does. And then for it to completely 180 in tone, theme, but still be so compelling, if not more compelling, and hit higher heights, is just something that I think so many authors would be absolutely terrified to even attempt, let alone pull off. Yeah. I don't think we've ever seen, this isn't a common thing that happens. When it has happened, it's just normally out of crashes and burns, right? It's out of desperation.
Yeah.
So the fact that we got two different styles of storytelling to advance one character and a set of characters is something so cool and really interesting. And at the core message of it, it was, how do you grow up as a human being? What is it that matters to you? What is it that you're really living for? And how can you impact the people around you, as well as improving yourself and maybe realizing what it is that you really want in a world that maybe doesn't allow that.
Yeah, but they did that with Robin in One Piece.
Yeah, but it wasn't nearly as good.
I don't know, man. When Luffy was like, say that you want to live, and then Robin shouted that shit, I cried, bro.
I didn't think that was as good.
And then they shot the flag down, and I was just like, that's my boy right there.
Let me, I'm not saying that it's not a great fucking moment. It's one of the best things I've ever read ever. But I just don't think it hits the same as Vinland Saga for me in terms of it felt so grounded, Vinland Saga. And I think that's what made it so special.
Well, that's the thing. I think the Vinland Saga definitely has the advantage of it being a lot more of a grounded story than One Piece. But man,
One Piece has not made me change my outlook on life. I'll just say that much.
Right.
But Vinland Saga has. I wish for more violence now.
You know what? I do have enemies.
I became a Jujutsu Kaisen fan.
Did not watch season 2. I love violence. Got busy.
All right. I'm going One Piece.
Fuck's sake, Joey.
I knew you were going to do
I knew you, because I knew you were going to bring...
which one of you would say it first so you could put it on the other.
I knew you were going to, like, put it on me.
Yep. It's on you, man.
Woo!
That's so loud.
I'm going Vinland Saga.
Okay.
I'm going Vinland Saga.
Finally a W. I can agree on something. Holy shit, no way.
Honestly, not upset.
Explain yourself.
Not upset at all.
Well, I'll explain it here. I think, like I said before, Vinland Saga is just a transcendent piece of media where the power of the story goes beyond just the power of it being a cool story or a cool anime. This is something that can change the way you think about your own life.
Yeah.
And that's such a rarity of a story, which is why, even though Gurren Lagann is fucking fantastic, the lessons that I have, that I've gotten from Vinland Saga are gonna stick with me for a longer time. So I'm gonna go Vinland Saga for the final one.
Okay.
How do you feel about this?
I love both of these. That's so hard. Fuck. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to say Vinland Saga as well.
All right.
If it was Hunter x Hunter, it might be a bit of a hard choice. But it's not there. And as much as I like Gurren Lagann, which I do like it a lot,
Yeah.
I do just think Vinland Saga is just Goated.
It is transcendental, I think is the word.
Yeah.
So yeah,
congratulations, Vinland Saga, for being the winner of the Trash Taste tournament arc. We
What a go.
planned to do 2 or 3 brackets in this podcast episode.
We got heated, bro.
But we got heated, and this took way longer than we thought it was going to take.
So there you go, guys. Check it out on screen right there. That's what we think. Let me know, or let us know, what you guys thought down in the comments below. Did we get some things wrong? Did we get some things right?